kids by speaking the mother language from a mother language. We try to teach them the language that we use back home and tell them to watch some songs, dances. Here, the motherhood is really hard. It's not the same as home, because at home you get that big of a part of the help. Because they watch a lot of stuff on their tablets or on TV, we try to put again the games that we used to play when we were little. Our discipline starts at home. It doesn't start at school. So whether you discipline your child at home with your own things, they will just go at school with the things that you teach them. Because before they go to school, they were at home. For example, for us, we went there in 2021. We took our first one there. You know, it was her first time, and they couldn't really communicate because she came here speaking English. She reached there, she knows like few words in Kinyarwanda. It's hard. It's hard not having your family near you, or having a baby without your family to help you out, because motherhood is really good. There is the good part, there is the hard part. The first time is really hard, I think, for everyone, because it's the first experience. You don't know anything, you will just learn with your first. So you learn from her, like you try to do everything, but you don't know. Sometimes you don't know what you're doing. But that's what motherhood is. You will just do your own things and reach what you want to do. So for the firstborn, it's really hard because a lot of things are new. You learning, you keep learning until she grows, until you get a second baby. Because with the second one, you have an experience. You have experienced it already. Things flow easily. Not like the first one. You know what to give the baby. You know when the baby cries what they want. But for the first one, you'll be frustrated. Oh, she's crying. But for the second one, you will know maybe the baby is hungry. Maybe the baby needs some changing. But for the second one, it really flows easily because you've been there. You've experienced the whole experience. So it just flows easily and you know what to do. First, I talked to my husband because you are in that together. He's the first one to talk to, because you always, between you guys, you can always figure it out. But when something is really different from the view of you guys that are seeing it too, you ask your mother, because I have my mother, I still have the chance to help her. I call her and ask her, this and this, how do I do this and this? She responded me and she really helps out. But first, it's my husband, because he really gives me the courage for everything. We speak a lot of things about that. He has his opinions about what's happening at home, and I have mine. But when we put it together, we always have a solution for the kids. But whether it's my husband or my mom, they really do help. So sometimes I call my mom a lot to ask about that. That's tricky, yes. So I don't know. I think you will learn from the community where you are. Because if you are here, you will just learn from the people from where you are at that time. That's what you will learn. Because you will not have the, like you said, with no communication, and you don't communicate with anybody else from Africa or your mother or your sisters. You learn from where you are at that time. You will learn from the neighbors or the other mothers that you met at the hospital. When you can't talk to anybody else and it's your first time being a mom, which I said is really hard, you learn from the people that surrounding you at that time. First, it's good to move here when you have kids, because you really know they will have a bright future. You really know they will have a high quality of education. Even though you don't have your family to help you out, but it's for your kids. And you know they will have something that you couldn't get in your childhood. So whoever who will need to move here, that really will be a blessing, even though it's hard, but you make it. But because you're doing that for your kids, it's still okay. you stay okay and you figure it out. Their mother, like I told you, they always figure it out.